Romain. G2 went on 12-0 on an incredible run through the lower bracket, making it look easy. But how easy was it really?
Was it easy? I think we made it look easy because it ended up with 12-0. It wasn't. I'm not sure we noticed an acceleration in pace, to be honest, because it was always an acceleration. We had a good season. It was better at the end. We had a really good beginning of playoff in our head because the reality is we started with 3-1 versus Fnatic and we lost. And I think some of the players, Flakked for example, and Caps, took it really personal after the loss versus Fnatic, and they said, "Nah, it's not gonna stop now. We're gonna work more. We're gonna work better," and they did. They watched a lot of replays. They increased the amount of solo queues they play. They push the training for some specific champions, and then Vitality. Yeah, I think we were a bit scared because even if they didn't have the best season, we're still talking Perkz and Alphari and Selfmade and Garzi and Nabrov, and they're all insanely good players. So we were expecting a good fight, maybe a fight for our life, and nope. Then we go into Misfit, which definitely had a bit of a more shaky season. But Meteo is a monster. They won versus us because of his genius and stuff like that. Same 3-0. Then we knew we were good, good enough to beat those two guys, but the real deal was ahead of us at the end of the day. Fnatic, which beat us the week before, and Rogue, which we've never beaten on Scream, yeah, but not on stage, And Fnatic crumbled. I don't know. I don't fully know what happened. I just know we were better. Our bot lane wanted blood. Our mid lane got blood. So everyone got blood, and then we go on to Rogue, and I was expecting 5 games, 5 45-minute long games, to be honest with you, because on Scream they are the only one beating us, and on Scream they fight till the end, and we have really good draft, both of us, but it didn't happen, and we won. So here we are with our ticket to Korea.
Yeah, who was your standout player during the playoff run, and why?
They all stood for different reasons. BB proved people he's not just an assassin player. He can play tank, even if he plays them with an assassin mindset. And he's been consistent through the whole season. He's reliable. He won us the first part of the season, I want to say, because we were channeling a lot of energy and resources through him. And he kept being consistent and really, really good. And he showed us with more champions we can be stronger everywhere. Jankos as a captain was insane the whole playoff as well. If you listen to the voice com, if you see what he brings to the team in real life and in terms of mentorship as a big brother and everything, is the voice of reason, and without him we can't win, as easy as it is. Caps is a genius. he went full claps the whole stuff, and he probably one of the best Western player we've ever seen, and he was in the right mindset with the right teammate, in the right mood, so we could win all together, and he had an insane run during the playoff. Flakked, as a rookie player, I think people didn't know what to think about him. He's an incredible human. He's a gem. He's a pleasure to work with. He's never complaining. He's always happy. He's tryharding. Super nice with his teammate, and he showed up big time. I think he's first DPM, first KDA, first whatever you want for a guy who was supposed to fill Rekkles shoes, and compete versus Upset and Comp and those guys. Well, job done. Job done for Flakked, and Targamas was just insane as a support player. Can play everything. He has this sassy craziness of doing the right call at the right moment, and yeah, he has a lot of trust from the team. He's usually picking his own champions. It's like, you're gonna do that. You're gonna do. Oh, Targa, what do you think fits the draft? Okay, go for it. And so it was a team wins. It sounds super PR to say that, but what can I say? 12-0, and everyone pulled these weights. Like even game 3 versus Rogue when bot lane start to collapse. Well, BB and Jankos step in. Game 2 is Caps who step in. Game like team victory.
You personally always have these amazing outfits or the body paint when you're up on stage for the final. Where did that idea originally come from, and what was it like to do that now representing G2?
I've always loved to dress up. It's in my DNA and my education. Come from the north of France, a city called Dunkerque, Lille, Arras. Carnaval is part of the culture there. I've grown up with adults with costumes around me all the time, and I think I've traveled a lot, and no matter the culture, dressing up is usually fun, and it creates joy and happiness, and it can be used as a war paint, kind of as a battle kind of thing. I did it a lot with Unicorns of Love, but I did it every step of my life, to be honest, during my studies when I was traveling and stuff. And I think it shines. It feels it feels really, really good to be able to dress for specific occasions. So at the beginning of the season, I had some people asking me, why don't you dress for week 2, week 4? It's like, not going to start to dress for week 4. It makes no sense. It has to be final, it has to be special. And so it shows, okay, this is a reward for us where this is the final weekend, final battle. And yeah, so if we go to MSI and we can make it to the final week, yeah, I will definitely find a way to do some body paint in Korea to celebrate.
Yeah, that is my next question. What are your goals for MSI?
Statistically speaking, Europe goes to the semi-final always. So if we don't do that, people are going to be disappointed. At the end of the day, the real goal for League of Legends player is Worlds, So from in my head, we're going to MSI to get experience. World international stage experience, a lot of good scrim versus Korean, Chinese team, and we need to create a lot of process, how to operate all together, how to communicate when we are traveling, how to do all those things. And if we keep the same rhythm, the same good spirits, the same fun, I don't see why we shouldn't win, T1 is an absolute monster. Worst case, we meet them in the final, So I take any kind of experience we can get as a roster. Then we are fully ready for summer, and then the real beast arrive, which is Worlds in North America.
Yeah, you partly anticipated my question there again, because G2 went undefeated for the last few games, but T1 have had an entire undefeated season. So if you face them in MSI, who's coming out on top?
I just hope we're gonna face them. If we lose, it's expected. Like, the list of reasons is gonna be long, they play in Korea, they are unbeatable, we're a young roster, jet lag, cold hand, whatever you can come up with. And I hope we get the biggest amount of experience possible. But if we win, can you imagine if we beat T1? So no pressure, If we lose, it's fine. If we win, we're legendary. That's our kind of game. Underdog. We like that.